Hi. Today, I'm going to talk about something really interesting. I know you would all agree with me if I tell you that to realize a dream in our life, something that we are really bent on achieving in life, it doesn't happen so easily. It takes so many heartbreaks at times. One has to go through all the ordeals, testing times and adversities to materialize a dream, a very big dream in our life. I'm going to talk about a book which would help you instill that conviction, a book that would strengthen your faith and tell you, don't give up. You can make it. If you are bent on it, you are going to make it. The book I am going to talk about is written by the famous filmmaker, the Oscar-winning filmmaker, Richard Attenborough. And the book is titled In Search of Gandhi, based on the movie Gandhi, directed by Richard Attenborough. You can see the book right next to me. This book talks about those nearly 20 years, 2 decades of the difficult times the director had gone through in making his dream of the movie Gandhi a reality. He had to go through all kinds of difficulties related to the movie, right from conceiving the idea to planning it, to getting permissions, finances, getting the right crew for it, the cast for the movie. Everything took him through a really tough ride. And in this book, he talks about that journey of ordeals, adversities, where he says there were times when he felt like giving up the project. He thought it is not going to happen. But destiny had something else for him and for every one of us. From 1960s, Richard Attenborough started working towards his dream, and the movie became a reality in 1982. Just imagine, anyone in that position would have gone shattered and given up the whole dream. That is where this book teaches us the power of faith, the power of conviction, and the need for a heroic fortitude and willpower to face difficulties till we make it happen. Yes, this book has that factor in it, which teaches every dreamer, every aspirant listening to me who may be a future movie maker, a cinematographer, a photographer, a painter, a musician, a writer. Don't give up. Keep the flame of your passion, your genuine commitment alive, and your dream will come true. When I read this book 6 to 7 years ago, a friend of mine from one of the states of India, who had an amazing collection of rare books belonging to history, geography, philosophy, etc., gave me the book to read. So while I was reading through the pages of this book, I could feel how the pain of the creator, he has beautifully expressed in this 200 plus pages classic on movie making. In Search of Gandhi, written by Richard Attenborough. And a couple of months ago, I was really fortunate to get a copy of this book from one of the online websites. To talk about the cost of the book, that you can check very well for yourself. But I would say the value of the book is immeasurable. It is priceless. All of us who have watched the 80s period of television and movies, all those who study movie making in institutes and attend workshops, etc., those who are interested in history of our country would have definitely watched the phenomenal Oscar-winning movie Gandhi, directed by Richard Attenborough. How can we forget that panoramic picture of India that the director shows when Mahatma Gandhi and his wife Kasturba Gandhi embark on a journey by train through the different states of India? The movie has left such deep, indelible visuals in our mind. And the actor Ben Kingsley, at times we feel that he has just been possessed by the great personality he played on screen. It's one of the most challenging biopics to be made on screen. And in the very beginning of the movie, if you remember, he clearly mentions, the director, that it's very difficult to summarize the life of a great personality like Mahatma Gandhi in a few hours movie. This book will definitely inspire you to go into each and every aspect of movie making. And it will also teach you to respect the hard work that goes behind such masterpieces. No doubt, with 8 Oscar awards, this movie has made a special, eternal place for itself in the history of cinema and in the history of our country. I would strongly recommend every one of you this book, In Search of Gandhi by Richard Attenborough. Before I conclude, there is an interesting anecdote from the life of the great painter Picasso. He was asked by a lady once while he was sitting in a park. She recognized that it is a great painter Picasso, and she asked him, "Could you please sketch me?" So he didn't carry any of his canvas and things like that with him. So he took a sheet of paper and just within 30 seconds he made a portrait of this lady and gave it to her. And when she asked, "How much should I pay?" he asked for a huge sum of money. And she felt it was too much, and she said, "Why? It's a huge amount. You took only 30 seconds to paint this, to sketch me. You took only 30 seconds. With a smile, Picasso gave her an answer. He said, "Ma'am, those 30 seconds I could master because of the 30 years of my hard work." So a movie like Gandhi, when we watch, let us remember the 10,000s to 20,000s and 30,000s of people who were part of certain scenes in the movie which the director Richard Attenborough, with his incredible crew of talented artists from India and abroad, could make it into a masterpiece. It was not an easy job for him to achieve. A director like him left a deep imprint in his career with this one movie, which is more than enough, that is Gandhi. This movie will be remembered forever in the history of Indian cinema and world cinema as well. And the performance of Ben Kingsley as Gandhi would equally occupy a status that can never be challenged. As Richard Attenborough writes in the book, Ben Kingsley, who played Mahatma Gandhi in the movie, has got mesmeric eyes. Yes, all of us who have watched the movie Gandhi would always remember the penetrating magnetism in the eyes of Ben Kingsley. It's one of the most beautiful, most special biopics made on a great personality, the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi.